Over to you, Kush.
Yeah, hello. So I'm Kush. I'm the TA of this current assignment 5 of SQL. So I noticed that very few of you have submitted the assignment. I mean, are there any doubts or anything specific, or is the assignment too hard, or I'm not sure what went wrong. So do you guys want the deadline extension for this assignment? I mean, you can freely unmute you and say, hello, am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Yeah,
So
so
can you explain how to make this script file and how to run it on the dev cloud? I was confused in that.
yeah, I can explain you. I can explain you how we can run this. So let me share my screen. Yeah, so the moment is my screen visible, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So yeah, there is this link given in okay, so if you go to this link, right, you know why it's giving the server error. Yeah, so if you go to that link, right, so this will open, right? So in the developers only, if you just scroll down, you can find this connect with the Jupyter Lab. So if you go to the sign in to connect, so if you have signed in, right? So let me sign in. If I just sign in my account, so now if you just scroll it, it will just say this launch Jupyter Lab. So now if you just click on that, then it will open this Jupyter Lab file, right? I don't know why then. So it might take some time to launch the server. Okay, so here you can just upload this whole assignment document. I recommend to upload this in this folder only and don't create any another folder and do it inside, because if you create in another folder, suppose for example I have created this A5 folder and then I have done this. So I just have to make the small script change in this like A5 actual output actuals and here also. And so I suggest that if you just upload this whole file here, right? And then this whole assignment for 5 folder here. And then if you just open this, so from here, you can just open this terminal. And now if you can just, if you just need to write this uh, so currently my is in A5 folder and then is in check correctness, and then if it's I'm using this then I have to just provide the file name which I have created for right this is so that matrix multiplication. So if you just run this, it will just start running and then it will create so you don't need to do anything, you just need to create this so there's just it is the it's the error. Yeah, so if you just see this right, this like this, it will be start running too. test case passed, running 3 test case passed, running 4 test case passed. So yeah, you don't have to do anything. You just have to create this file with so different CPP file, and then you just need to uh, write this check correctness and then pass the file name as an argument. So it will automatically compile and run this file which you have created. Apart from this, does anyone is facing another issue? So yeah, you just have to need to run this check correctness code script. So it will automatically compile and run your .cpp file. Hello?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Yeah. So any other doubt for this Jupyter lab? So you might also see in that video and from the YouTube, and you can or you I recommend you to go through this first, second, and third if you wish, and because it will help you during your assignment how SQL code is written, and if you have any other doubts, right, you can just mail me regarding your doubts. I will be very happy to clear your doubts. So, are there any other doubts for that for this Jupyter lab, or we can move to this assignment, explaining this assignment. Can anyone just confirm if any other doubt are there in Jupyter lab? What issue are you facing, Sandeep? Yeah, I can run hello world script. So if I just create this in this folder I have created, right? So I recommend you to do this outside only, so you don't have to make any changes in the script. So if I just create this hello.cpp file, right? And so if I just write return 0, and I just need to save this file, and I just have to open the terminal. So there is this so first you need to write this dot this path for this check correctness script, and then a5 hello dot cpp. That's it, and it will compile and run, and it will try to test this against this expected output. Yeah, so currently currently there is error because what we are doing is this compare file, right? So in this compare file we are taking this so what is this is check correctness output will create output actuals, this folder, and in this there will be test cases, right? So you can see that we have run, and in test case 1 it is hello, test case 2 it is hello, test case 5 it is hello, and it is trying to convert it into flow. That is why it is showing this error. So yeah, there's one more thing, that don't print any unnecessary things apart from the answer which is required to, so that the script can run properly and you can get the test case passed. So yeah, this is the thing which we have to do. Uh, uh, is it clear? No matching function for call of malloc shared. Can you share that command? Yeah, I will share you that command. Definitely, I will share you that command. I will also share you that if you want to compile it by yourself and run the command, I will share you this command, that command also. Varun, I am not getting your question. So you are not able to use this malloc host and malloc shared.
Yes, like malloc device and malloc were able to use, but malloc host and malloc shade was saying no matching function for to call.
I think we can use it, right? Let me try in this one. I don't remember the correct syntax. Okay, just wait. It should be here also. So you can use this, right? Is this not working? So yeah, for this you have to initialize this queue. So if you are not initializing this queue, then it will create some problem. Uh, so let just do, okay.
Yeah. Khush, I think there is also variable n in that program.
Yeah. Okay. So can we just see? If I just run this script again, is it showing any error? Yeah, so see, I mean, yeah, this will be fine. You can, I just recommend you to go through this unified share in the Open API Essential file. So in this lecture 3, if you open this notebook, right? So in that notebook, you will find this syntax for each and everything. So what basically happens that you have to create a queue. So this queue can be for CPU base. So in this queue, you can also pass the commands, like, so you can just select the CPU, GPU by default also. Default queue you can also create, and then you have to pass that queue here. So that so if you are creating this malloc host, malloc shared, right? So the compiler can figure out, okay, for FPGAs and for CPU you want to create this, or for Intel GPUs and for the host you are going to create this malloc shared memory, right? So you need to pass this queue and you need to pass this, and so there are two parameters in it. So also if you can scroll down, you can also find this static cast. So this is for the malloc device only. S- so yeah, uh, so I hope that now your doubt would be clear. Discuss the syntax of shared memory for tiled matrix multiplication. So you are talking the shared memory for the subgroups, right? E, yeah, actually I don't remember this the syntax completely now, but what we are doing is we will so I will just explain you that also. Okay. Yeah, so suppose if this like, so suppose similar to as you have created this buffer, right? So there will be a local access. I don't remember the complete syntax. I will send you that syntax. So there will be this local accessor, and then uh, well, so there will be two things, right? So you need to pass that in the kernel also. So while launching this kernel also, so if you can. Uh, just wait 1 second, I will show you where to do that. So if you can, so if you will see that, so now, so what I have done in this here is, so I have created this queue. Uh, so this is the queue, and I am submitting this to my kernel, and I'm passing this handler. So at that time, I also need to pass this argument, right? What is the size of the shared memory that I am using for that? So here there is a command of the for the size memory of the size of the shared memory that you need to use for per group. Uh, Here you need to do that, and as in the tiled example, there is that we are using that 2D or 3D array. So you need to use there's something called ND array uh, in the SQL where you can pass. I mean, so there can be three or four dimensionalities. So you cannot. So suppose you can add. You need 2 cross 2 threads, right? So this is the number of threads per subgroup, and this is the so there. So what happens here is, see. So there will be in one subgroup there will be 2 threads. So it don't consider this as to CUDA. So in CUDA, what will happen is that 2 threads and two groups, right? So there will be 4 threads running. But in SQL, it won't be that case. So if you there will be two, and then there will be two. So what happens is, so it will create a subgroup. It will only create one subgroup of two, and then there will be one subgroup of two, and then there will be so I I don't uh, think you will need that, but there should be one example in this open essential also. Reductions subgroup. Yeah, so if you go to this, this would be more. So in this, I recommend you to do. You will need these subgroups in ND array range, kernel execution. In this, if you just go down, yeah. So you will need this, right? So what uh, what you will do is, see, for example, this only. I create, so for this handler, I am just calling this kernel with an ND array of NB, and then I am taking the for each ND item there will be an item from that item using these commands, right? So this local ID, local range. So what will be the return the size of the subgroup, then get group ID returns the index of the subgroup, get group range, so we can get the range of the subgroup. uh, so using this command, you can get for each ND item what is your current local ID and group ID, and then you need to pass here what is the size of the subgroup. I will mail you this correct syntax for this along with the other. So this is the size of subgroup. Uh, and then you also need to take an accessor for that local so so here you are only initializing the size of the subgroup, right? You are not naming that. So what we need to do is that there is something called local accessor, which so suppose local accessor of a, right? So local a, and then you need to, so there is See, so you can just take some local accessor and then you can use that as here. Uh, Use that local accessor to access the local memory here. Now you can just uh, so now if you are using this subgroup dot set group, yeah. So now from this you can use like this way. So you need to do for using the shared memory of the group, you need to first create an ND. So if you wanted to create a two-dimensional or three-dimensional, then you need to use this ND range, and then you need to give the size of the shared memory. You also need to create this local accessor, and after that you are good to go. You can access it here directly. Yeah, I only have that in the solution, so I can't see. I mean, I can't help you to see that syntax. But yeah, I will definitely share that syntax to you by the mail. Do you have any other doubts for regarding the Jupyter lab? And I hardly recommend you to go through this slide. So there you will just need this. You might just need this four. Yeah, four lectures would be fine. So you can just go and just you can just go through this files. It helped me to start up with SQL programming. It will definitely help you. I mean, I don't think you will. Apart from this, you will need anything apart from that local accessor, and that I will share you that how to use that local accessor, and I will just create a demo.cpp file, and then I will share you that how the local accessor works in the SQL. So are there any other doubts? So if you just scroll down also, there will be examples of the subgroup. So there are also some subgroup functions and algorithm which you can use, select by group, shift group left, right. But you might not need this in this assignment, but it would be beneficial for you to if you just go through this. The same thing also is in CUDA. So any of group, all of, none of is also a command in the CUDA. Yeah. So are there any other doubts for this Jupyter lab or any other for the syntax based? I will share you that. Uh, I will share you just one small example so you can get the idea of how to use the local accessor, shared memory, yeah, and then also the syntax of how to compile the code and run the code apart from the script also. And also this running this script. Okay, so this all command also I will share you. Is there any other doubt regarding this Jupyter Notebook or how to run the SQL or regarding this? Yeah, yeah, we are going to extend the deadline till today, and if you I think it will be enough time for that. But if you want some extra time, you can mail me and ask. But yeah, I think that today we are definitely going to extend this deadline to today, end of the day, till 16th end of the day. Also, yeah. So if you Also, I will share you the command of, so by default you will not so by default if you just run this command, right, so you will not get the access to the GPU. You need to run a command to get the access of the GPU. I will share you that command. I mean that command is also covered in that video uh, which was shared during which was shared by the initially that the getting start introduction of the SQL shared by the Rupesh. So yeah, I will also share you that command also. So by default, if you just run, so if you just in this queue, right? So in this queue, right, if you just pass the GPU selector, so then it will throw an error because we need to run we need to run a command and then only we can use this GPU selector. By default in this Jupyter Lab, the GPU will not be selected. By default, you will have just the access of FPGAs and CPU. Then you need to run a script to get the Intel GPU. I will also share you that script, that command. So you can get the access to the GPU and then you can run your code in the GPU and then get the proper timings. Yeah. This is the command. Yeah. Yes. And also, I mean, you can mail me. I don't think this is the command. There is this. I saved it and I will share you that I will share you the GPU how to get the GPU command also, and then the compiler, then how to run it also.
Yeah, I think Kush, that command ends with a dot, which might be extra.
Mm, no, this the command doesn't use the script.sh.
Oh,
This, yeah, that is the reason. The- apart from that, is there any doubt in this assignment? Right, it is pretty much basic. So there is one CUDA code which is given to you with this file in that folder only A5. So
so this qsub is the same as we use on Aqua cluster, right?
that I don't know. That I haven't worked with the Aqua cluster.
Okay, but this uses PBS
Yeah,
on dev
yeah,
cluster.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. That uses PBS. So in this, so the assignment is apart from using the SQL, using the Jupyter Lab to run the. Apart from that, I think the assignment is pretty much basic. So you just need to convert this CUDA code, and you just need to convert this CUDA code into the SQL, and then you need to do that for malloc shared, malloc host to device buffer, and then only using malloc host. So malloc host is a kind of memory which can also be accessed in the CPU as well as in GPU, but the timing might vary because it only has a memory on the host side and it doesn't have the memory on device side. So every time when you call the malloc host memory from the device, what it will do, it will transfer using PSI bus, and so yeah, so there will be a latency for that. So we need we need you to go through this assignment so you will get the understanding of how which which one would you prefer if you are using that malloc host device buffers, malloc shared, and then after that you need if you go to this tiled matrix multiplication, this is a kind of optimization that which we will do. So if you go through this then so yeah, so if you go through this, then you will get a better version for this shared matrix tiled multiplication algorithm also. Yeah, and also one thing which I want to add, so there is no constraints here, but the test case which we have generated will be in the, so m, k, and n currently will be in the power of 2 to the power 2 to the power of something, 2 to the power of t only. So this m equal to not equal to just they all would be in the power of 2 to the power of something t, so that it would be easier for you to get the idea of the tile matrix multiplication. So the test cases are generated in that way, so you don't need to worry about, so there will not be a case where there will be a matrix of 3 cross 3 and b also 3 cross 4 something. So the test cases will not be that harsh on you for this. So yeah, you can easily uh, complete this assignment. So apart from this, is there any other doubt? Should we calculate time using the clock in the CUDA by comparing as it by clock you can use this chrono library, right, which was advised here also. So in this chrono library there are, so if you can just uh, so yeah, you can use this chrono library like this syntax to get the time if even if you are using in the SQL. So you can use this command. From this command, you can get this time TIC, and then you can use that. And so suppose you have started your work here, and then okay. So then if you have started your work here, and then you ended your work here, and then you can use. So if you this will be available if you just Google it. You can find this. Then you can use this standard chrono duration in. So if you want in seconds, you can write in seconds also. We typically, if it would be good if you take the microseconds, because the seconds time you won't be able to see the difference between that. So from that, if you can use this also. I will just also share you this command if you want. So you need to the so when you are so from the point you need to start calculating the time, you need one TIC, and then from the point you need to exit, you need that, and then you can use this to get the timing using this chrono library. 2 to the power t, no, not for the both the algorithms. For the first algorithm, it could be anything. So for this tiling multiplication only, it would be like 2 to the power of t. For this, for the first assignment for converting CUDA, it could be anything. There is no specific thing that it will be only of 2 to the power of 10. I hope it's clear. Uh, so yeah, so you don't need to worry. So I think the Intel Dev Cloud will be for 6 months. Six. I don't think 6. Yeah, but it will definitely be 4 or 5 months. So you can freely access that. Even after that, if you have interesting project or something, so they will extend this deadline. And even if yeah, you just need to worry about one thing. If your account gets deleted, I mean everything in your account is, if you have just taken the backup, then you can again start your account. it will hardly take 5 minutes again to start your account. Yeah, but the all the local backups and so your files and everything would have been deleted. But yeah, you can also even if you have completed your free trial once, they will delete your account, so you can again recreate your account in the dev cloud. So there will not be any issue with that. You just need to create the backup for that, and they will mail you before deleting your account. Yeah. Uh, so can we have the time till tomorrow for submission? I recommend you to complete it today by today. But if a lot of you didn't have completed the assignment, then and if you might be facing the issue with Jupyter Lab, then we can think to extend the deadline till tomorrow. But until this point, the deadline is today. I mean, I'm not promising that we will extend the deadline till tomorrow. Until this point, the deadline is today only. So does anyone have any other doubts? You won't face any issue. I will just share you. I will just write one small code to explain how the local accessor and how everything works, and then from that references you will be able to create this tiled matrix multiplication algorithm. So it won't be, I mean, that difficult afterwards. So you will, so all the syntax and everything you will you will have from that example which I will share you. So uh, do you guys have any other doubt regarding the assignment or Jupyter Lab or this Dev Cloud? But I strongly recommend you to go through this Open API Essentials. Just this four, just these four books, right? So that you will get the idea of how to write the SQL, how to write the code for the SQL, and then how to use that. So do you guys have any other doubts?
Kush, maybe we can stop now.
Yeah,
There are no questions. And I think some of the students will anyway mail you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Can you share small video to run test cases and compare programs? Uh, yeah, I can create a small video for that. Test cases and compare programs. I'm not getting what you mean by compare programs. You can just unmute and also speak up. Yeah, sure. So, what do you mean by this compare programs? Uh, I don't need. I mean, I'm not understanding why you're writing, sorry. But if you have any other doubt, you can mail me. I will. This is my mail ID, and you can mail me. Yeah, I will create a small video on how to run this test cases and how to how to, yeah, I will create a small video for that. And also this is my email, so you can also mail me if you have any other doubts regarding this. Okay,
Right.
then.
Thank you,
Yeah,
everyone.
thank you
Thanks,
very much.
Kush. And
Yeah.
I hope that all 15 of you will submit the final assignment and get the Ninja Programmer certificate. All right, so I'll stop the recording here. We can discuss more over email. That completes our course, at least from our side. And we hope that you will be able to submit the final assignment as well. See you guys. Bye.